video is on. And okay, so I just got a clap. Here's the clap. Okay, that will match it up. And well, I'm in a right pickle. Yes, I think that's okay. It might be a bit dark. Hold on a minute. How do I do that? I just press a button here, and I think it's that one. No, that's the white balance. That's the exposure. Let's just try. Is that better? I think that looks a bit better. Hello, I'm Richard Vobes. This is The Naked Englishman on the 3rd of June 2017. It's a Saturday morning and it's coming up to 9 o'clock. And this is not how you've seen The Naked Englishman before, because it is slightly different. I'm just making sure I am recording. And it is very dark, isn't it? I'm just going to brighten it. Let's see. Now, on my little gadget here, that looks too much. But I'm going to go with it. How do I get out of this? Does that matter? Okay, there's a button. Okay, I'm back. There we go. So let me just get rid of that for you and get rid of those. So, hello. Yes, The Naked Englishman today is slightly different. And for those that are not used to seeing The Naked Englishman, because it is actually a podcast, and normally I record it on my Zoom, and it's a behind the scenes of my life and what I get up to and what I do. And I've decided that it would be great to do a bit of a video once a week, and so that's the plan. And you find me today in my back room, which, as you can see, is a bit of a mess. Now, I'll just show you. It's a small terraced house that I live in. I'm afraid you're going to lose me on the microphone and probably in the picture a bit. But I have a certain lack of space in my house. You can't see the rest of the mess in here. Perhaps I shouldn't. Perhaps I'll show you the mess that the back room has got into. Because the idea, as you know, a gentle listener, I say listener because it's normally a podcast, but of course you're a viewer, is that I'm going to be recording more of my children's story videos, and these are sort of me telling stories and acting out various characters. The reason is to try and get people aware of my books, because I'm a writer as well. And I thought doing some sort of a YouTube channel, that's where the audience, I think, for children are. They're not on all the other social media. And I think that would be a way of sort of hopefully engaging. Now, it may take 6 months, it may take a year to sort of build up an audience and to build up awareness, which is fine. And like most YouTubers, when you start out, the videos are pretty rubbish. But as you go on, as you look at some of the existing and successful YouTubers, of course, they're much, much better, stronger. They've learnt their skills. They know how to do it. I, on the other hand, I've been a podcaster for a long time. I've been a filmmaker. It's very different from YouTube, I think, for a long time. And I've been a performer. So hopefully you would think I could put all those skills together and do something. We will see. I've tried many times, as much as many of my listeners will know. They've tried many different things and they've not all worked out. So in this room, which is, I know, a bit of a mess, it used to be my edit suite. It used to be my sound studio. It also became a bit of a dumping ground, because when I wasn't using it, which was more often than not, because the house is so small, and my son and his girlfriend also live here, and I've got lots of stuff, like you can't see all of it, but I'll sweep the camera around so you can. Bicycles and old projectors, tape recorders, filming equipment, a French dresser, all sorts of rubbish that has just sort of, because I've got nowhere else to put it. And I really need to clean it out. And I want to make this space a studio space so I can put some lights up and film some great content for my viewers. It's all going to take a bit of time, which is why the last couple of videos have just looked a bit rubbish. And I'm recording the audio. I've got this cranky old camera that I'm using instead of my proper professional cameras. And don't ask me why. It's just this is a sort of a small camera which I can put on a magic arm, and just it's actually hooked onto the windowsill. And I'm recording with my lovely microphone that I sometimes do my voiceover work with, and my book reading that I occasionally do. And I used to do the Vobe show with it, which is why it's got up there Vobes written on it. So I've tried many different things to sort of make this weird career of mine work. But we'll see how we get on with that. So it's all big changes. My edit suite now is in the other room, and it looks very swish in there, which is sort of my front room, which is my office, my living room, and now my edit suite. So it's not really a living room, it's more of an office now. I think my living room is the kitchen. But, it's only me. My son and his girlfriend live in the upstairs bit, and I sort of effectively live on the downstairs bit. So anybody who visits who wants a cup of tea or anything like that will be in the kitchen. So there you go. So that's really more or less the plan. And I will do another one of these videos hopefully next week, and hopefully more of the other stuff. On the Bald Explorer front, there will be some more Bald Explorer videos, and they won't be a sort of cack-handed mess that this is. The reason there hasn't been any is because they take a little bit more strategic planning, a little bit more expertise that actually shows off some of my filming skills instead of this sort of very loose behind the scenes. But I quite like this because that's what the Naked Englishman is. It's not a pretense. It's not a polished product. It is what it is, and so that's why I decided I would just shoot myself behind the scenes as I'm sorting out the new studio. But the Bald Explorer will be coming soon. I can't promise you when exactly, although I'm aware that outside we have this beautiful weather at the moment, and I'm so itching to get out there and do some filming. It may be that I've got to go and film a lot of this stuff on my own, prop the camera up, deliver my lines to the camera, and then go and do all the nice sweeping stuff, or go walking with some sort of gimbal thing with the camera on that up in the countryside or through towns or wherever it is. I don't know. I'm still planning all that, trying to get all the gear together. I'm still writing every day my children's books, reading and researching and trying to record content, and somewhere in all of that I'm trying to earn a living as well, which is not easy. Anyway, if you're interested in the Naked Englishman and you're watching this for the very first time because it's on YouTube and you come to it and you don't know what the podcast bit is, this is a near daily episode. It's about 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes that's an exaggeration. Sometimes it's only twice a week. And it's behind the scenes of what I get up to as a performer, podcaster, filmmaker, writer, and I don't know, whatever else I am. And you can find out more about that at nakedenglishman.co.uk. I should say that it is a podcast that is supported by patrons. In other words, to get it, you have to donate something. It isn't a freebie podcast. Now, that might put you off, and that's fine. The reason is it's personal. It's a personal, real-life thing, and I do talk about real-life things, and I don't want to make it publicly available because the sort of things that I might be talking about, I do have clients and stuff, and they may look at it and go, "Oh, what a weird bloke." So I don't want to upset anybody. So it's an exclusive club. If you want to be one of the Naked Englishman podcast receivers, have a look at the website nakedenglishman.co.uk and see what you think. And it's an audio podcast which you can. It's sent to you. Actually, it's sent to you by email, so it's very exclusive. It's very, very exclusive. And my son Stanley, my eldest son, he also contributes, and we find out about him in a podcast which goes on the same feed called Naked English Stan. So there you go. So I don't know what you're waiting for, really. Get down there and check it out. In the meantime, I must crack on and try and tidy up the mess that's here and start producing some far better content. until we talk again, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Right, did that come out? Hello, 1, 2, 3.